Hello! Today I'm going to talk about stress, intonation, and rhythm, and which are the differences and similarities between English and Spanish. In English, there are two types of stress, primary and secondary. The stress is the emphasis and the force that we put in a certain syllable in a word. For example, review, or in a certain word in a phrase or a sentence. Do you want a coffee? So, primary stress is the strongest degree of stress, and the secondary stress is the weaker degree of stress on a syllable in a word. It is important to know that there are two basic rules about stress. First, one word, one stress. And second, we can only stress vowels but not consonants. In spite of exceptions, there are some statements that can help us understand where to put the stress. A stress on first syllable. Nouns with two syllables. Present, table. Adjectives with two syllables. Clever, happy. A stress on last syllable. Verbs with two syllables. To present, to sport, to decide. A stress on penultimate syllable. Words ending in ic. Geographic, geologic. Words ending in tion and sion. Television, revelation. Stress on antepenultimate syllable. Words ending in si, tie, fi, and jai. Democracy, ability, photography, geology. Words ending in al. Critical, geological. Compound words. For compound nouns, the stress is on the first part. Blackbird, greenhouse. For compound adjectives, the stress is on the second part. Bad-tempered, old-fashioned. For compound verbs, the stress is on the second part. To understand, to overflow. While in Spanish, the stress, also known as accent, has three basic rules. First, when a word ends in a vowel, N or S, the stress is on the penultimate syllable. For example, toro, joven, zapatos. Second, when a word ends in other letter, the stress is on the last syllable. For example, hotel, hablar, virtud. And third, if a word isn't pronounced according to the first or the second rule, an accent is placed over the vowel of the syllable that gets the stress. This stress is marked with a diacritical mark. For example, común, lápiz, médico. In English, the intonation makes reference to the way the voice rises and falls as we speak. That is to say, the melody or the music of a language. It combines three pitch levels: high tone, middle tone, low tone. You can find the 3, 2, or only a pitch level. It is depending on the sentence. Likewise, you can find this in different order in a sentence. For example, in 2, 3, and 1 pitch level. The book is on the table in declarative sentence. Pick up a better choice in imperative sentence. Where is the cookie? In information question. And 2 and 3 pitch level. Do you like cookies? And yes, no question. In Spanish, there are 3 pitch level too, but the use in a sentence is not the same. Highstone, ¿hay alguien en casa? Middleton, los recuerdo, queridos amigos. Lowestone, ¡qué hermoso! Hoy es un día soleado. And finally, the rhythm is one of the three aspects of prosody, with stress and intonation. The combination of these three aspects create the coherent and an harmonic speech.